Is Mrs. Cathleen Edmonds, and I will be discussing with you the steps for writing a research report. This is an overview of the topics I will be covering with this presentation. To begin your report, you will need a topic. Your teacher may assign one to you or let you choose one. Start off by making a list of possible topics that interest you. Narrow the list to 3 topics. As you consider your choices, think about the purpose for your report and the audience who will read it. Develop a thesis statement. The thesis statement will guide your research. All of your notes and resources should be used to support this statement. A thesis statement may take many shapes. It could support or argue against a policy, prove or disprove a statement or fact, or compare and contrast 2 things. There are many more forms. These are just a few. The next step is to find your sources. Your teacher may provide a required minimum. It is easiest to begin with the web search using .gov, .edu, or .org. If you are uncertain about a source, ask your teacher. Librarians are also good resources. They can help you find books and navigate websites. It is helpful to start with a reliable search engine like InfoOhio or your local library's website. These sources will lead you to credible information. Asking an expert is also a good option. They may provide you with an interview or point you in the right direction. Now you are ready to begin taking notes. As you take notes, record your sources. This will ensure that you do not plagiarize and will help you give credit to your sources. As you read through your material, paraphrase what you have read and record this onto your note cards. If there is no other way to say what the author said, place the quote in quotation marks. As you are researching, create a source card for each new source. To do this correctly, use MLA format on the source card. Then assign it a source number. When you take notes, record the source card number on your note card along with the page number where you found the information. Each note card should also have a leading question or topic on the top of the card to organize your research. I have created an example of each of these on this slide. Once you have taken your notes, the next step is to create an outline. This becomes the blueprint for your rough draft. Begin by arranging your note cards into piles according to topic or leading question. Make sure all of these note cards support your thesis and eliminate any that do not. You may also find some duplicates as you progress. Each leading question or topic becomes a Roman numeral on your outline. Your outline should contain Roman numerals for your main topics and letters for your subtopics. As you reread your note cards, you will gather the details to complete your outline. The more detailed your outline, the easier it will be to write your rough draft. Your outline now becomes the blueprint for your rough draft. As you are writing, make sure your report includes an introduction, a body, and a conclusion. Typing this part will save you time later. As you write, make sure you stop and cite your sources each time you switch from one source to another. You should include the author's last name and page number as part of the citation or parenthetical documentation. This is the word we use to refer to citing your sources. By doing this, you give the author credit for their work. Even if the paraphrased work was included, it is still the work of the author, and we need to acknowledge that. If there is no author, cite the article or book title and page number. Purdue OWL Online Writing Lab is a great resource for creating citations and a works cited page. Once you have finished your draft, the next step is to have a peer read your report. It is easy to miss mistakes you have made yourself. A peer evaluation like the one pictured here would be helpful to evaluate the report. Another useful tool is the rubric for the assignment. Make sure you have included everything to ensure a good grade. One final suggestion: read your report out loud. This often helps the reader catch awkward sentences. Use the assessment rubric and peer evaluation to revise your report. You are fixing the big things here and double-checking your parenthetical documentation. All of our sources should be cited in the body of your report and listed in alphabetical order on the Works Cited page. Once your report has been revised, it is helpful to ask a peer to proofread your report. A list of common proofreader's marks is shown here. Things like grammar, spelling, and punctuation are often overlooked and are important to present your work in a professional way. A few final considerations include checking for correct MLA format and finalizing the Works Cited page. Make sure you have listed and cited all of the sources used for the report. You should not list a source on the Works Cited page that is not cited in the body of the report. Now it is time to fix any errors found from proofreading. Conduct one more review of the report and compare it to the rubric. Make sure you have covered everything listed on it. You are now ready to submit your final copy to your teacher. I always recommend saving the copy on your desktop just in case you need to revise any portion of it. The research writing process is complete.